So the Master of the Universe trailer literally just dropped like 2 minutes ago. I literally flicked on YouTube and it just massively popped up. It said it'd only been on for 1 minute. So that's interesting. But anyway, I'm going to start the trailer now. We're going to see what it's at. I'll try not to talk because I get excited to talk a bit. Put the volume up a little bit and we're going to see what happens.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers,
That looks good.
spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god. Where I come from, that stuff is real. Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's
This obsession with
Steele.
nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home.
Sir, you can't do that.
Don't worry.
It's Conan.
Mine.
Discover the true power. That's sorceress. See that? That's crashing that. That's the shot. Look at that cat, looks so good.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, that looks good. That's Fisto. Do it. Don't show us it, Beast Man. Come on. Oh. Right. Hang on. That looks good. Oh, I don't know. Right. Okay. My faults. I have faults. I have lots of them. Right. Let's go back to that trailer. Oh, I've lost it now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That's the one. Right. So. Okay. So my faults are this. Straight away, I'm going to say it. He doesn't look great as He-Man, as in, he doesn't look big enough. I know that's a really silly, well, it's not a silly thing to say, because He-Man, I mean, I've got, where is he? There he is, I've got to get him out, look. Look at the definition of muscle on that guy, you know what I mean? That's what he's like in the cartoon as well. I mean, there are people that build themselves up to look like that. I mean, look at, oh, what's his name? Superman. Henry Cavill. How chiseled he was for that. Ben Affleck, when he was Batman, he was solid. This guy doesn't look big enough. You can go to wrestlers. Look at the wrestlers, how big they can be. So I'm a bit by the look of him, and maybe they could have CGI'd it. So I know I don't like CGI as much, and it should all be practical. I know I'm that kind of person, but something like this, they could have easily taken him, just CGI'd the muscles as he's Superman. Not Superman, He-Man. Oh, He-Man, as he's He-Man. They could have easily CGI'd, made him look that bit more powerful. She's supposed to be the most powerful man in the galaxy, and to me, didn't look too powerful there. I liked everything up until that bit. I was kind of behind it. Skeletor, I was worried about Skeletor. I thought they might make him look a bit silly. That looked good. I like the look of Skeletor. Grayskull does look good. I kind of, when I saw it, but then as my brain processed it, it's not brick enough. It's not green either. I like the green, like the brick style of it, and to me, it wasn't brick enough. This bit of start, seeing the sorceress in her eagle form, that looked amazing. I did like that, and I like we got a little glimpse of certain other characters from the voice. Or Fisto, who always makes me laugh. Nowadays, a character called Fisto doesn't work so well. Back in the 80s, it didn't really matter. And I remember having the figure because he had like the chest plate got clipped together, so you could, and he used to pull his arm back and he used to let it go. And go like, and there was a Japanese nasty version of him that did the chop, and he had like a golden hand who chopped. They were kind of like the ones that fought each other a lot. Let's have a look again.
All that stuff that only exists.
So yeah, this is obviously Eternia.
Stories.
Now, yeah, there should be more brick,
Spaceship.
defining brick.
The magic sword.
The magic
Make a
sword.
man as mighty as a god. Where
So,
I come from, that stuff is real.
so obviously this is him as a child. They then dump him here on Earth to protect him. Or from Skeletor.
Why did you send me away?
Listen,
I wanted you to be safe.
to save him. So obviously Sam's
So
kicking
they
off.
sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's
He, him. Him. I didn't clock that the first time round. Oh, God, hang on. The problem is now, with my stupid ass telly, it always goes back 10 seconds. It's a
I
shame.
wanted you to be safe.
But that, I clocked that. I didn't see it at first, but that has actually made me laugh.
There's
The he, him has just made me laugh. It's the world we live in now, isn't it? You know what I mean? But the fact that obviously it's He-Man as well, and I that shouldn't make me laugh as much as it is, but Adam Glenn as well. Oh, my God.
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
So he's obviously into, like, sword stuff. And he thinks he's found the sword.
I know it sounds crazy.
And he finds it in what looks like a toy shop, right? Because this looks like this looks like old toys. Like we go into the old-fashioned toy shops, and they got all the stuff out, all the collector's stuff. You know, it kind of reminds me of that, with their glass cabinets and such. Yeah, so obviously it's been used as Conan's sword, which, okay, so the reason kind of He-Man come about is because Conan was doing so well, and they kind of went their own version of that. So that is why they're using Conan there, which is quite a little nod to the older history. That looks plasticky though, doesn't it? If that is the sword, it looks too plasticky for me. The Grayskull there looks better than the other shot we saw, and obviously here, so this is, I'm guessing this is the sorceress, but to me, her in white, I don't like that. To me, she was always in the orange and the eagle bit there. I know in the modern toy, she's white for some reason. Your true power.
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
So here we got these two here. Obviously, she obviously goes to Earth to get him back. And obviously that's the shot that has been going around the internet. Because obviously you've got Man-at-Arms, Idris Elba there. You've got Teela, you've got Battle Cat, you've got all the... What's it, Roboto? I want to say his name, I can't remember. But actually that was another thing. When we saw the first show a minute ago, when you see him growling, I wasn't happy he wasn't Battle Cat growling. Cringer is terrified of everything. That's why his name is Cringer. Because he's scared, he cringes. But the size-wise, the comparison looks fantastic. Right, so that is one. Right, okay. So Man-at-Arms is kind of this stoic, old gritty veteran war hero. He's like been at war for years, and his daughter's Teela. And he seems a bit happy-go-lucky, like the woo as he's fighting and that, where he's more stern. I always found him to be stern. He was quite stern and logical. And always got very fatherly as well, give fatherly advice. He looks a bit too wild, comic reliefy, and you see him in a second. I'm probably not going to be able to stop it at the right time, but he kind of smiles as he's walking down the thing with the rest of them doing this sort of hero, but he's doing like the hero walk sort of thing, the slow motion walk with the heroes. He's smiling, and to me, he should be more stoic, like we're going into battle, I'm serious, this is what I do, I'm Man-at-Arms, this is what I do. So that was, yeah, there, look, he's smiling there, and I don't like that. This, oh, that looks so good. Mephisto. Right, hang on, right, okay, I'm sorry I'm doing this, right, I want to have a quick, I'm going to try and get my pulls game up, right, so Skeletor, that looks terrifying and amazing. That is what I wanted Skeletor to look like. I mean, I remember the Dolph Lundgren movie, they tried, and the guy was good in it and Skeletor was good in that, but this, and also, I want the voice. I want the old-fashioned, like, oh, He-Man. You know, I miss that voice, but I don't think Jared Leto is going to be doing that, because Jared Leto is just a man in himself. Right, so I will say this, right? Fisto. I will say this, yeah? This looks like it's going to be great. This is a Lord of the Rings style battle. That's what it reminds me of when I'm looking at it now. And it's all kicking off. And say my telly's not... Well, YouTube on my telly doesn't look good, because I haven't paid extra money for YouTube to look better on the big telly. But... obviously, that armour of Fisto, that is what I was talking about. That's what the toy that I used to have. So this is why this is going to be such a nostalgic buzz of a movie for me. As I'm watching it, it'd be like, oh, I remember that toy, I remember that toy, I remember that toy. It'd be like that, because He-Man is essentially a TV show created to sell toys. The toys came before the TV show. So that's why I love this sort of stuff, because it's going to be flash, like getting my head flashing back. I wonder if Buzz Off's going to be in it. There's one called Buzz Off, and like these are the toys I remember, and Moss Man and Merman and Stinkor. And he smelt funny, like he's a toy. It was like a skunk toy, looked exactly the same as Merman, but a skunk version. And when you smelt him, he smelt funny. Anyway, where are we going?
You protect them.
See there, that right. So that bit of that's Trapjaw. Look, he's got the hook on his hand. He's gonna have the jaw. Oh my god, because he was a good toy. Because he come with different things. He had like an arm that was kind of like severed off, and he had his robotic arm on there. But you could change the attachment on, so you could have like a hook, or you could have a blade, or you could have a gun. But that's him. But yeah, this is obviously when he's going to be doing the "I have the power." I have a feeling we're not going to see it till the very end of the movie, and he's wearing a white shirt underneath. I said this in the previous video. I hope he's wearing a white shirt underneath, and we get to sort of see that in a way, because Adam always wore the pink cardigan and the white like long sleeve t-shirt underneath it, and the colour was covered the sleeves. I guess as we move on, it might start looking more like that Adam, obviously. But that, just him holding up the sword. But to me, he's not going to be able to do it. There's no chance he's got time. He's going to whip that hook around and knock the sword out of his hand. That's what I think we're going to see there. Now, I will say, and I think I said it a minute ago, the sword, everything looks very plastic, very toy. So I can imagine when the movie comes out, we're going to get the toys, but it looks really shiny, silvery plastic, even for this. I'd rather it be like solid, silver, steel, like looking thing. But more like that. That's the colour palette. Maybe a little bit shinier than that, but not quite. That's what I'd like the sword to be. But here we go. We're going to go back to this. So that's Beastman. See, oh, look there. He's right. Okay, he is too aggressive for Cringer. Cringer was the mild, meek, and as soon as he got blasted by the sword, he became aggressive and he became Battle Cat. It's like it didn't just give him the strength; it gave him the confidence, and that's what I've kind of wanted Cringer to be cringy. Now, I did see someone else talk about this on one of their videos about it, and they said they don't want him to speak because him speaking was kind of stupid and it was cartoony. It was a cartoon. It was supposed to be. But he'd be like, oh, He-Man, I'm really scared of everything going on. And then as soon as he became Battle Cat, he was like, I'm going to go and beat up everyone I see. He was like, it was like that. But it was a cartoon. It was supposed to be like that. Is that going to work in live action? Will they make him just a cat so he doesn't speak? That'll be interesting to see. And I haven't heard anyone's voice in him, so who knows? But you're going to need someone who could do sort of the scaredy voice and the maturity voice. Same with He-Man. So, also, a lot of other people have mentioned in the comments of a previous video about Idris Elba being black and obviously Man-at-Arms being white. And while I understand it is annoying when they switch races out for the sake of switching a race out, because they think, oh, He-Man, most of the cast were in the cartoon were white, because that was the times, the way it was back then. So we need representation. We're going to put a black actor in there, and I get why that's annoying. It annoys a lot of people when it's done for no reason, like Marvel did, when they chuck in the black actor for no reason whatsoever. But to me, the counter argument to that is if the actor is good, and you're hiring the actor because of who the actor is and how good he is, then you can switch it over. Like Idris Elba is a phenomenal actor, and if you want to play someone who's like a chiseled ex-Marine that's been beaten down, broken, and come back, and he's still a fighter and a constant fighter, he's a guy to play that role. It would work. He's the right sort of similar age. He's sort of like dad age, because obviously he is a dad. He's got that look of him, like he's like veteran looking. You know, he's got that tough, like nothing can faze me. I've been through, like I can fight back. He's got that about him, and that's kind of why I'm hoping he goes more that side of his character than the funny haha side of his character. I know it's going to be a comedy as well as that, because it's a kids' film, so it's going to have the comedy in it to sort of lighten it. But I really hope the little smiley is basically, and he's very stoic, very sort of like, I'm going to look after the people and try and protect everyone, and I'm going to use my skills from the military to do that. That's what I want. So yeah, I mean, it worked in The Avengers. Samuel L. Jackson playing Nick Fury. A lot of people don't know that Nick Fury was originally in the comics white. He was a white guy. In fact, I think David Hasselhoff once played him in a movie like years before The Avengers and all that came out. But Samuel L. Jackson playing Nick Fury was one of the best castings ever, and it worked so well, and it was fantastic. I actually watched the Avengers the other day. My son was watching it, and I was like thinking he is perfect in that role, even though originally it was written as a white person. Like Nick Fury was white at the start. He used to have like grey sideburns and the patch and the black hair. But yeah, they did change it, kind of like Reed Richards but with a patch. But anyway, they did change it for like the Avengers. I think in the comics they changed it, maybe a little bit slightly before that. They made him black at some point in the comics as well, probably because they were getting in trouble for a lot of like not much representation. And to me at the time, I remember thinking, why not just make new characters and make them black? Like Miles Morales was a new character that came in. He was black and Hispanic, I think, and that gave that representation. So that worked because it's a whole new character, and put their backstory, put their ethnicity, it's part of the character. Don't go and make Peter Parker black, keep him white, keep him that character, but bring us a new Spider-Man that's someone different, that can bring racial elements into it if you want. I don't know how you get racial elements in He-Man when you're living in a land with like talking tigers and skeleton face people and that. I think diversity is a problem in Eternia, but that's just my take on it. I don't see a problem with Idris Elba being Man at Arms because he fits the role, and as long as he fits the role, makes it believable and stays true to the character, even though the character is white, it doesn't have to be. And I guess it kind of helps because the girl playing Tila's kind of got like a tanned look to her. I don't know where she's from. I don't know much about her. I've seen her in something, and it's going to bug me because I don't know what I've seen her in, but I've seen her in something. But she's as long as she stays again with her, as long as her character isn't the damsel in distress, she's kind of a tough girl. Because Tila was never the damsel in distress. She'd always fight back, and back in the 80s that was a rarity. So here we go, the transformation. I'm guessing this is the final act. Now, right. Right, so go, let's just, because this is my complaint, and this is all it is, and it's such a silly complaint I've got right now. Right. This is good, except I want Grayskull in the background, much like the TV show. Whenever he changed it, you saw Grayskull, sort of almost like the power of Grayskull. The actual castle was in the background, coming to him. I like that. I like that they've got the lightning, they've got the effect, they've got it lit here. To me, this doesn't look finished. To me, this looks like they need a bit more correction going, and I think they possibly will as we move forward, like getting closer to the film. They can always still correct it a little bit, but to me, and as I said about his physique, while he's a big dude, he's a lot bigger than I am, let's be honest with you. I can't diss the guy for being in shape, because he's in shape, but he should be bigger. You know, sort of like John Cena, sort of chiseled, bigger. That's how I think he should look, like Triple H back in the day when he was like huge at one point. That's the kind of look I want for He-Man. I know there was rumours a while ago that Triple H might play He-Man. I remember that was a bit of a rumour at one point. But that's the physique I kind of want. And I don't want to, because the guy's worked hard to look like that. I wish I could still look like that. I wish I had that look about me. But to me, he looks too small. It kind of reminds me of, do you remember, if you're old as I am, they tried to bring He-Man back after it went away. And it was like He-Man, it was kind of, he had like a ponytail. His sword was kind of like, the handle in the middle of the sword was really weird looking. But he was slimmer, more like average build. And that kind of looks more like that build. And I wanted He-Man to be larger than life. And I said they could have easily, once he did I Have the Power, bulked him out a little bit with a little bit of the old CGI. And they still might, but to me they should have done it. But apart from that, the suit, the outfit and all that looks good to me. I like the look of it. But it's just a shame his body isn't that bit bigger. But he looks like he's going to do a good job as well. It's so annoying. Oh, I hate being the guy that says bring on more CGI, because you should never do that. But in these type of films, it probably works. Look at that. I mean, that is good. That's the moves I want to see He-Man do. Look, I mean, he looks so good there. And it's the Horde. I don't know if they're going to... I mean, he's even got like... the Skeletor, kind of, he's got like the ribs and the abs and the way Skeletor looked like He-Man, but more of a thingy version. I don't know if he's going to do the arms. He had these like blade things on his arms as well. But that with the face, that looks good. And he's got the staff. I didn't even spot that the first time, with the ram's head on it. They've really gone for the detail, and I love they've gone for this detail. Look at him. I mean, this was the thing I was thinking about, because obviously you have to get, to me, when you're doing something, you have to, two people you have to get right is the villain and the hero, because you need to get them perfect. And like, to achieve that, it's going to be hard. But nowadays technology, we can achieve it. They've done it. They've nailed the look of Skeletor. Now, whether or not his character's the same, I don't know. But I love that they've nailed the look. That is as good as I kind of want it to be. Like, if you're going to take it out of the cartoon and put it into thingy, I mean, you could make him kind of like a luminous-y in ways, because the figure was a luminous. But yeah, I will admit, I like this. I like all of this. Who's that there? Because that's a dude with horns. I wonder who that is. Like here, this is obviously the final battle, right? We know that that is the end of the movie, right? Oh, look at that fight though. I know you probably couldn't see it because I stupid bloody... Oh, go back. Me and this TV, we do not get on. This was a TV that was given to me. I'm thankful it was given to me. But I don't know what it is.
All that stuff that only exists in legend.
Right, that last little bit from here, right? So this is the bit that I love. It's the fight between He-Man and Skeletor. That's Snake Mountain. Look, I mean, he's using his staff as a weapon. It's obviously what he's going to fight against him with. Right, this is where I've got to be really quick with the old... I mean, he does look... But see what I mean? His shoulders, he doesn't look big enough to be He-Man. Ah, what did I do? I hate this bloody control.
All that stuff.
Oh. That man, I stopped at exactly the same seconds. It just doesn't look big enough. Like, I mean, they're going to be showing, there's going to be some kick-ass special effects in this. June the 5th. Well, I'm going to be there. Undertaker breaks down the first ever Hell in a Cell. That was a great match. That was. I'm excited. I know you can probably tell that I'm excited for this because this is like right up my alley. So I am definitely going to be here for this one. It looks so good. It really does look good. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed watching me get overexcited like a big kid. And let me know what you think. I mean, what are your thoughts on it? Are you... With the Idris Elba thing, how are you feeling about that? I mean, there was a couple of comments on the previous one. We had a bit of a chat about it, and I like having little chats about stuff like this. It's interesting to me how other people come across with it. As long as everyone's nice to each other, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, everyone's got a right to have their own opinion. But I did like this. I mean, again, the things that I suppose I'm wary of is the Earth backstory a little bit. Maybe that's going to be a bit silly. It's how long until we get to Eternia. I do not want to spend half the movie on Earth and then we finally get to Eternia. Maybe like 15-20 minutes on Earth and then we go to Eternia, because I want to see Eternia. And obviously him, Cringer, looking a bit too brave in his Cringer form, and the size of He-Man. But then again, when he's got the shirt on his Adam, it doesn't bother me. It's just literally when we saw him in the He-Man outfit, he didn't look big enough. And I really wished he did. But everything else looks fantastic. And like seeing Fisto and Ram Man, I want to see Ram Man. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. I can't wait for, was it June the... I can't remember the date. I've just seen it. June the 5th or whatever it is coming out. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.